Children, we are learning The Merchant of Venice, Act 4, Scene 1. We are in the court. We stopped there where Shylock is comparing the Christian husbands to Barabbas. Let's continue. Portia, a pound of that same merchant's flesh is thine. The court awards it, and the law doth give it. So, when Portia says that, Shylock, you are allowed to take a pound of flesh from the merchant. And Shylock, most rightful judge, he was so happy and he is praising Portia. Portia, and you must cut this flesh from off his breast. The law allows it and the court awards it. That means you have been granted permission to cut a pound of flesh from him. Shylock, again he is praising Portia. Most learned judge, a sentence, come, prepare. So the judgment is pronounced. So you be prepared, Antonio, he is telling. So he is going to take a pound of flesh and he was so happy. And Portia, tarry a little, there is something else. Tarry means wait. Wait a little, something else is there. This bond doth give thee here no jot of blood. Here, Portia is wisely talking to Shylock. She says that the bond which you are holding in your hands allows you to take 1 pound of flesh, but not a single drop of blood, not any of blood. The words expressly are a pound of flesh. So she says that only a pound of flesh is expressed in the bond. Take then thy bond, take thou thy pound of flesh. But in the cutting it, if thou dost shed 1 drop of Christian blood, thy lands and goods are by the laws of Venice confiscate and to the state of Venice. So here she says that yes, you are allowed to take a pound of flesh, but you should not shed a drop of blood, or a jot of blood should come out of Antonio's body, that is Christian blood. And if you shed a drop of blood from his body when you cut a pound of flesh, then your lands and goods all will be taken by the government according to the Venice law, and it will be used as a public property. So the government will own your properties. And Graciano, who was there watching all the evil act of Shylock, getting annoyed, what he says, oh, upright judge, mark, Jew, oh, learned judge. So he was pointing out Shylock, and he is repeating what Shylock used when he was getting the judgment. That means he on his favor. So he says that the same words he is using, mark, note, and he is a learned judge. So Shylock, is that the law? He is questioning Portia. So when he was coming to know that a drop of blood should not be shed from Antonio, and if he does so, his property will be owned by the government, he is asking this question. Portia, thyself shall see the act. For as thou urgest justice, be assured, thou shalt have justice more than thou desirest. So she is saying that you yourself shall see the laws, and you can see the act which is mentioned in the Venice law, and you yourself can go read it and find it. And you have asked and you have urged justice, you have demanded for the justice, and it is assured you can have your justice more than you have desired. So you can take a pound of flesh from Antonio. Gratian, Oh, learned judge, Mark too, a learned judge. Again, he is repeating the same word which he has used to irritate him. Shylock, I take this offer, then pay the bond thrice and let the Christian go. When he came to know that his bond is having some dispute in the words, so that cannot be done, what he wished cannot be done, he has come down. He says that, then I'll take the offer which you were giving me, now give me thrice. When Bassanio was ready to give twice the amount, he was not ready to accept it. Even 10 times of each part if you give also, I will not accept, he said. Now, knowing that his game is not getting, so he has come down and he says that, let me get the bond thrice. That means instead of 3,000 ducats, thrice that amount I like to take it and leave Christian to go. That means release Antonio, Bassanio, and he is always ready. So here is the money. And Portia soft, she is wait. The Jew shall have all justice, soft, no haste. He shall have nothing but the penalty. So Portia is stopping Bassanio when he was coming forward to give thrice the amount to Shylock. Wait, let him have all the thing what he wanted. Don't be in a hurry. He shall have nothing but the penalty only. Penalty is a pound of flesh. He'll take only the pound of flesh. Graciano, oh Jew, an upright judge, a learned judge. He is repeating only what Shylock said, just to make him annoyed. And he is getting annoyed, and Shylock is irritated because of his words. Portia, therefore prepare thee to cut off the flesh. Now she is telling Shylock to be ready to take a pound of flesh from Antonio's body. Shed thou no blood, nor cut thou less nor more. She says, strictly she says, you can cut 1 pound of flesh, but you should not drop a single drop of blood. And you cannot, nor cut thou less nor more. You cannot cut less than 1 pound of flesh, nor more than 1 pound of flesh. Just 1 pound of flesh. But just a pound of flesh. If thou cuttest more or less, then a just pound be it, but so much. So she says that if you do so, little less or more if you cut, then do as makes it light or heavy in the substance, or the division of the 20th part, underline this word, even a 20th part of one poor scruple, nay. Scruple means a very, very little. So she is saying a little part of that 1/20th part of the scruple, even if you take less then nay, if the scale do turn, but in the estimation of a hair. So even a little extra or less you cut from his body, then even a hair size, thou diest, and all the goods are confiscate. So you will die and your goods will be confiscate. A second Graciano, a second Daniel, a Daniel Jew. Now, infidel, I have you on the hip. So here Graciano is repeating the words which are used by Shylock. A second Daniel, a Daniel, and now infidel. Infidel means unbeliever, the person who does not believe in Christianity or non-Christian. I have you on the hip. I have a firm hold on you. So Graciano was so happy to hear the judgment of Portia. Portia, why doth the Jew pass? Take thy forfeiture. So Portia is saying here, why is the Jew waiting? Take your forfeiture. Forfeiture is the penalty, that is a pound of flesh. Shylock, give me my principal and let me go. So Shylock is ready to take his the amount which he has given to Antonio, that is 3,000 ducats. Bassanio, I have it ready for thee. Here it is. He is always ready to release Antonio from this trouble. So he is ready to give that amount to Shylock. Portia already warned him, no, don't be hurried and let him take his penalty. But again, Bassanio is ready to give the money. Portia, he hath refused it in the open court. And she is telling Bassanio that don't give him the amount, as he has refused to take the amount. He wanted only his bond, so let him take it. He shall have merely justice and his bond. As he was standing for his bond, let him take his bond. And he wants only the justice and his bond, let him take it. Gratiano again repeating the words which are said by Shylock. Daniel, still say, I. A second Daniel, he was so happy and he was keep irritating Shylock, repeating the words which are said by him. I thank thee, Jew, for teaching me that word. And all he is keep telling and also reminding him and thanking him also. I thank you, Shylock, as you have taught me this word, that is Daniel, second Daniel, justice, and he is keep repeating and irritating him. Shylock, shall I not have barely my principal? And he was keep asking and begging for the amount which he has given to Antonio. Let me have only the principal, that is 3,000 ducats. Portia, thou shalt have nothing but the forfeiture, to be so taken at thy peril, Jew. So she is saying that you will get only the forfeiture, not any amount. So you can take a pound of flesh on your risk. You take it on your risk. Shylock, why? Then the devil give him good of it. I will stay no longer questioned. So he got annoyed and he said, why then may the devil give him or take him, and let the devil take care of him, and I will not stay here for more, and I will not stay here for further answering. So I am leaving. Portia, tarry, Jew. The law hath yet another hold on you. So Portia is stopping him. Wait, the law has yet another hold on you. It is enacted in the laws of Venice, if it be proved against an alien that by direct or indirect attempts he seek the life of any citizen. Here she is telling the law, the act which is mentioned in the Venice law. What is it? It is, you are in another hole and it is there, and if any person, any alien means stranger or a person not belong to Venice who has come there for any other purpose and who is not a Venetian, and if it be proved against an alien means he is a stranger, and Shylock is an alien to Venice and he is a Jewish person, and that by direct or indirect attempts he seek the life of any citizen. Citizen is here Christian, that is Venetian. So if any alien indirectly or directly taking attempt to take his life, the party against the which he had doth contrive shall seize one half of his goods. So to whom he has applied his cruel act, or whose life he was planning to take, or he was found guilt, and then his property will be given to the victim. and one half of his goods will be given to the victim. The other half comes to the privy coffer of the state. The other will come to the treasury. That is, privy coffer means the treasury of Venice. And the offender's life lies in the mercy of the duke only. So all the law she is telling one by one. If an alien attempts any attempt to take the life of a Venetian, then his one half of his property will be given to the victim. And the second thing is, the other half will go to the state treasury, and the offender's life, offenders means the person who affected any Venetian's life, lies in the mercy of the duke only. So his life is in the mercy of duke. If duke allows him to survive, then otherwise he will be given capital punishment. And against all other voice, in which predicament I say, thou standest, for it appears by manifest proceeding. So here you are under the mercy of duke. Duke alone can give you or save your life. So you stand in this difficult situation. Thou standest, for it appears by manifest proceeding. So you are here in difficult situation. So you have to get the clearance, evidence that you have. So from duke, that indirectly and directly too, thou hast contrived against the very life of the defendant. So here the defendant, offendant and defendant. Defendant is Antonio and offender is Shylock. So thou hast contrived against the very life of the defendant. You have indirectly or directly, you have planned to take the life of Antonio, and thou hast incurred the danger formerly by me rehearsed. Down therefore and beg mercy of the duke. So you are in trouble. Therefore get down on your knees and beg mercy on the duke. So duke will give you the mercy. If duke show mercy, then you will survive. So here Shylock is put in such a difficult situation, and Shylock falls to his knees. He is begging for mercy. Immediately he is coming to his knees. There we'll stop and we'll continue what the other people will talk about this matter.